Hello and welcome to the channel. We'll talk about all things Weiss Schwarz and chill with friends. My name is Liam and today I'm going to be opening a Hololive production ambassador deck set. Now if you are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you enjoy this video, please let me know by hitting that like button. As well as that, check out my other socials on Twitch, on X and on Discord. Those links are down below. But let's go straight into this opening. Now this ambassador set is the 4th release for the Hololive title in Weiss Schwarz, and inside it you get some pretty cool stuff and I'm really excited to open it up. So let's just show you what's inside. So inside you get a pre-constructed 50 card deck for the Hololive Ambassador series. You get a pack of 55 card sleeves which shares the art of the 1/1 event in the deck. You get a deck case or a deck box, and you also get a storage box which is what everything's inside, and you also get 2 random foils, promo foils of the 17 cards that are available in the pre-constructed deck. Now the ones you want to look out for are the Weiss anti-change counter reprint and also the Weiss brainstorm. Both of those are worth a fair bit of money, and after that you've got the stock swap reprint which is in a Kiara. The event as well, the 1/1 cherry blossom event, is also quite a well sought after card. So let's get this open and see what we get. Okay, so let's get the sleeve off and see what the storage box looks like. Oh, I do like that. It's so pretty. So again, like, it's got the artwork from the event in here, the cherry blossom event, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And on this side, you've got the 4 ambassadors, the Weiss Schwarz ambassadors from Hololive. So obviously you've got Sakurabiko, Weiss, you've got Muna, and you've got Kiara. And it is a very, very nice storage box, actually. Good size. I need storage boxes, so this is great. But let's open this up and get inside. So we see here, we've got the sleeves. They're very nice sleeves. I do like these. I will be using these. Not sure what deck yet, but definitely will be using these. That's a very nice set of sleeves. We also get the deck itself. So you've got, obviously, all the cards in there, which I'll open up and show you what's inside. You also get the deck box, which is a proper deck box, a proper like plastic one. It looks like, oh, it's even got the Velcro on the style of the deck box rather than like the random tuck-in ones you get from like BCS and things like that, the promo deck boxes. So that's really nice. So yeah, very nice deck box. Again, the art on the front. You've got some lovely like see-through bits for the like Sakura blossoms, and then the Hololive logo on the top. And yeah, it's a nice Velcro one, so these ones are really good quality. And actually, that is a nice sized deck box as well. It's easily going to fit a double sleeve deck, and obviously any like first, second cards and things like that. So that's very, very nice. And then we got the foils. So I don't know what the foils are yet. I'm going to try my best not to look at them. You also get a little rule set in there as well, like with every trial deck. So it's got the rules and a paper playmat in there, and then just to fill a bit of... Right, let's look at the foils. So I'm going to try and open it from this side. And like I said, you're trying to look for the Weiss brainstorm, the Weiss anti-change, and also potentially the stock swap Kiara. So on the front we have... Oh, we got a... Oh, I saw it. It's a Weiss and I got excited, but it's not the one we want. This card is when this card is played from stage to hand, you may pay 1, ditch 1, and if you do, choose a character in your waiting room, a Hololive character, and return it to your hand and give one of your other characters 1,000 power. And when a climax is placed on your opponent's climax area, you may put this card into your stock. So actually still quite a good card. So that's that one. And then the second one is, oh, okay, so it's the promo, it's a new Ricky basically in the set, where it's when this card is put into your waiting room from the stage, you may pay 1, and if you do, look up to the top 3 cards of your deck and choose 1 card amongst those and put it into your clock. And when you do, if you put 1 card into your clock, choose 1 Hololive character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. So it's a salvage Ricky, very similar to the one from set 1 Alicization, Sword Art Alicization. The artwork is absolutely gorgeous and the foiling is amazing. Even on the SP or SP promo, even on the SP promo, like the foiling is so nice. So unfortunately, the promos aren't ones I really wanted, but they are very, very pretty. So we'll keep those aside. We'll move the storage box out of the way and let's get this deck open and show you what's inside. So yeah, can confirm there are exactly 50 cards in. So this is a 50 card deck and the two promos are separate. So you always get a base rarity of the main deck. So going through it, you get 2 copies of the 50th anniversary Kiara. On play from hand, choose one of your opponents, choose one of your Hololive characters and give it 1,500 power. And on attack, choose one of your Hololive characters, give it 1,500 power. You then got 4 copies of the Ricky, which is like I said earlier, the send from stage to waiting room, pay 1, look at top 3, put a card to clock, and then if you put a card to clock, salvage 1. You've got the new level 1 combo for the Kiara, which is during your turn, it gains 2,000 power. And on attack, if you've got the result of the race, which is the choice climax in this deck, in your climax area, and you have another Hololive character, you may just put 1 card from hand to waiting room, and if you do, look up the top 4 cards of your deck and choose up to 2 Cherry Blossom, which is the red event, all Hololive characters among those, reveal it to your opponent and put it to your hand, and put the rest of the other cards in waiting room. You get 4 copies of the level 1 combo for this deck. You get 2 copies of the stock swap, which is just when this card is played from hand to stage, you may pay 1 to put all of your opponent's stocks into their waiting room and put the same number of cards from top of deck into their stock. And once per turn, when you use an act ability, this card gains 1,000 power times the number of characters on your opponent's backstage. So it is literally a reprint of the Matsuri from Hololive set 1. You also get 4 copies of the choice climax that goes with the level 1 Kiara. Moving into red, you get 3 copies of onstage Suisei Amiko. If you have 2 or more other characters, it gets minus 1,500 power, so it's a base 3/5, and if you have 2 or more other characters, it becomes a 2k. And then at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, you may move this to an open slot on your stage, on your center stage, with a character facing this, and you get 4 copies of that. You also get 4 copies of Prayer of Blessing Sakura Miko. When this card attacks, you may pay 1 to perform the trigger check 2 times during your trigger step, and then when your character trigger check reveals a climax, choose one of your characters and give it 2,000 power. 4 copies of that. You get 2 copies of the 2/1 Miko. Let's Weiss Schwarz Sakura Miko. Assist all of your level 3 or higher characters in front of this game 2,000 power, and rest this card. Choose one of your Hololive characters, and that character gets 500 power and the following effect. When this card's battle opponent comes reversed, look at the top card of your deck and put it on top of your deck or into a waiting room. You get 2 copies of Happy 50th Anniversary Sakura Miko. This is if your waiting room has 2 or less climaxes, this card gets -1 level in hand, so an early play. If you have 2 or more other Hololive characters, this card gains 7,000 power, making it a 10,500. And when this card is played from stage to hand, you may look up the top X cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 card among them, put it to your hand, and put the rest into waiting room, where X is equal to the number of Hololive characters you have. Then we get 2 copies of the Cherry Blossom event, which is if you do not have a Hololive character, you can't play this card. And then also when you play this card, so it's a pay 1 event, search your deck for up to 1 Hololive character, reveal it to your opponent, put that card into your hand, shuffle your deck, and put this card into memory. And then it's got an auto in memory where if this card is in your memory at the beginning of your main phase, you may put a climax from your hand to waiting room to return this card from memory to hand. You get 2 copies of that. Moving into the blues, when this card becomes moving on to the blues, you have the Let's Weiss Schwarz Muna Hoshinova. When this card becomes reversed, if this card's battle opponent is level 0 or lower, you may put that card to the bottom of your opponent's deck, and then it's got an alarm effect. If this card is in the top of your clock at the beginning of your climax phase, choose one of your Hololive characters, and that character gets the following ability until end of turn. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you may put that character to the bottom of your deck. So quite a nice level 0 bomb, actually. You get 4 copies of the Prayer of Blessing Hoshimachi. You get 4 copies of the Prayer of Blessing Suisei, where when you play a climax into your climax area, you choose one of your characters and it gains the following effect. When this card attacks, look up to 2 cards from the top of your deck, choose 1 card among those, put it on top of your deck, and put the rest into your waiting room. And it's a pay 1 rest self salvage brainstorm, and you get 4 copies of that. Now this card is obviously what the money card would have been in terms of the promos, but it's also a very, very good card, an extremely good card in the updated 8-door Hololive build when you finally get Summer Collection as well. So this card is pretty well sought after. I think, in my personal opinion, I bought this set just for this card because it is so good. Then the foils are nice and just everything else you get with it is really good. You get 2 copies of the Happy 50th Anniversary Suisei, and this is the promo we saw earlier, which is a pay 1, ditch 1, salvage 1, give a character 1,000 power, and when your opponent plays climax, put this card into stock. You get 2 copies of the 50th Anniversary Muna Hoshinova. This card can be played from your hand without color requirements. As an act ability, put 1 card from your hand into waiting room and and put this card into your waiting room to choose a character in your waiting room and return it to your hand, what we call the helmet effect, and rest this card to choose one of your Hololive characters and give it 1,000 power for the turn. So it's very simple. In fact, I believe it's a carbon copy of the 1-0 red promo in Quintessential Quintuplets, the one with all 5 girls on it. So it's literally a clone of that. You get 2 copies of the Suisse anti-change counter, which is when you use this card's backup, you may put 2 cards from hand to waiting room, and if you do, choose one of your opponent's characters with level higher than your opponent's level and put it to the bottom of their deck, and then it's a 2,500 power backup at level 2. You then get 4 copies of the level 3 combo, which is Prayer of Blessings Muna. This card, when this card is placed from stage to hand, you may put the top card of clock to waiting rooms or healer, and when this card attacks, if you have all out goldfish scooping in your climax area and you have 5 or less cards in hand, choose one of the following effects and perform it. The first one is reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is Cherry Blossom or a Hololive character, deal 4 damage to your opponent. And then the second effect is at the end of this card's attack, if the character facing this is reversed, you may pay 1, and if you do, deal 2 damage to your opponent. So it's got either a direct attack option or a front attack option where you're going to be bigger than your opponent, or you can still choose the deal 4 damage even if you're front attacking. You can still, if you know you're not going to reverse and you want to do bigger damage, or you want to do bigger damage, you can just decide to burn 4 damage as long as you reveal a character or the 1/1 event in this set. And finally, you get 4 copies of the corresponding climax, the all-out goldfish scooping, and that is the Ambassador deck. Now, like I said, the cards that you really want to look for in this set, you 100% want the Suisse Brainstorm. You might want the Anti-Change. This card is still really good, and it's run in a lot of decks in Hololive. So this card is still very, very good. You also really want the Kiara stock swaps. This card is a very good card, and again, the stock swap in general is very good. And if for whatever reason you ran out of Matsuris or you never got your hands on the Matsuris, this is now a very viable option that is now extremely accessible. So this card is extremely good as well. Other card that you might want from this set, I do like the event. I think the event is quite interesting, especially if you're running enough red to warrant it. It's a bit of free compression, it's a free search, well, so pay 1 search, so you might even see this card in the likes of 8 Door. I think it's quite unlikely, but it is still a nice card. I do like the level 1 combo Kiara. The problem with Hololive is that it's got so many good level 1 combos that in itself it is a good combo, but it gets overshadowed by the rest of Hololive. But some decks might run it. It's a good level 1 choice combo, but it's not Kali from set 2. It's not Coronet from the trial decks. But it's another option if you decide, and if Kiara is one of your favorite girls, you may decide to run this combo. Apart from that, the rest of the set is, again, they're all pretty good cards, but most of them you won't really see play because, again, the deck itself, like the set itself, Hololive as its title, has so many good cards and has a fantastic card pool that even these stuff, like even the Moon level 3 combo is pretty good, but it doesn't match up to the likes of Marine, to Kanata, to Gura. Like, it's good, and for someone that's wanted to get into the game, this is a very, very solid deck. For a pre-constructed trial deck, basically, it is very, very good, and for everything else you get with it as well, like the sleeves, the deck box, the storage box, and the promos, and the chance of getting a really good promo, this is very much worth your money. It's really, really good. I bought mine for, I think it was 55, or that's what they were on sale for at Card Cami. So they were, a reasonable price for what you get, because in the trial decks are usually, let's say, £20 to £25. The pack of sleeves between £10 and £15. The deck box between £10 and £15. The storage box £10, say. So let's say, so 15, say 25 for this deck box and sleeves, storage box 35, and the deck on top of that, £55. You're probably getting about £60 to £65 value in £10 less, basically. So overall, I think it's fantastic value, and I would check it out. I really would. Like, you don't need more than one, really, unless you want to double up on the events. Might be worth getting 2, or you want to double up on your brainstormers or get 4 stock swaps and things like that. But honestly, most people will be absolutely fine just buying 1 copy of the set and being really happy with what you got. But that is it for today's video. I know it's a really short one, but I hope I was able to give a bit of insights on, what's in here, what I think are the cards that you really want from this set, and just showing off what the cards are. But again, I am like, whilst I'm not, I didn't get the promos that I really wanted, these promos are really nice. So I am happy, and they do look really, really nice. So I'm quite happy with these, I'm not going to lie. But that is it for today's video. And again, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy what we do here, please hit that like button. And apart from that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!